Hello everybody, and welcome to Internet History, the podcast where I, your host Monty, talks about the history of the internet. If you have used the internet, then I'm sure you would have heard of the website or app, YouTube. The website where people from all sides of the world and all types of people can share their interests, experiences, or anything they want, as long as it doesn't violate the rules. Today, in this episode of Internet History, we'll be talking about the greatest era of YouTube, or as you might call it, the golden age of this former dating website. The golden age of YouTube can be many years, as some people may prefer the newer content that is being uploaded. However, nowadays, most people upload as a way for easy money, as it can make you a lot of money compared to how it used to be, rather than just uploading for fun. The years most people consider to be the golden age are the years 2010 to 2015 and some parts of 2016. Of course, nowadays there are still lots and lots of great videos and lots of great YouTubers, such as the new and upcoming YouTuber Frick Frack Fruit Snack, aka 3FS. Now, enough current age talk. Let's talk about the past rather than the present. This era was the rise of YouTube, the rise of both vlogging and gaming. You would have people posting their vlogs, pranking their friends, or making funny skits in their neighborhood, such as the two pioneers of the skit and sketch genre, Smosh. Anthony Padilla and Ian Heckox originally began in 2005, uploading their rapid-fire, comedic, and very high-energy skits. Of course, there are many other sketch and skit YouTubers such as Rocket Jump and Corridor, which those two often collabed. One of the most popular genres of this YouTube era was music, with lots of music videos being uploaded, or joke ones where they edit the song and keep the watermark to make it look real, acting as a sort of funny video. You can find similar videos called YouTube Poops. The most well-known of these YouTube songs would of course be Despacito and Gangnam Style. Due to the lesser restrictions put onto the uploaders compared to nowadays, most of the videos were directed to teenagers or adults rather than kids. They would use lots of colorful language with no repercussion whatsoever. Of course, some channels didn't swear and were directed to kids, with one of those being in the genre of gaming. YouTubers such as DanTDM, Ethan Gamer TV, Captain Sparkles, and many others would upload during these times, directed to kids. However, of course, Captain Sparkles did often collab with some YouTubers who were not directed to kids. Games such as Minecraft were the most popular during the time, as this was also in the same era as the golden age of Minecraft. However, we will not be getting into that. The ones who are currently still just as famous as they used to be, and are still uploading during this time, would include Jacksepticeye, and the biggest of all...
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through...
Markiplier. Markiplier would upload himself playing many games, mostly horror games, up until the time when he played the game that would change his whole life, Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game made by Scott Cawthon, which due to Markiplier playing it, grew instantly into fame until it now has multiple movies about it and many games. Markiplier continued to grow and grow due to the popularity of FNAF being called the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, growing so large that nowadays he was the director for the recently released movie Iron Lung. However, as the world grew and the time passed, YouTube became more and more restricting, more and more money hungry. In the year 2016, the golden age of YouTube had finally ended, with many YouTubers becoming more money hungry and corporate due to the new environment YouTube had made. This update would be known as the Adpocalypse. Major corporations would boycott the platform, making millions of dollars in ad revenue. To fight back, YouTubers were forced to do the same, making many people only do YouTube for the money. Ads were more strict back in the day, and you could see more normal ads. However, if you look at ads in the current age, many of them are too inappropriate for younger ages. Yet YouTube has done nothing to stop it. So, the golden age has finally ended. But just recently, a small spark had lit, and is slowly growing into a much larger flame. People who were fans of the golden age of YouTube, who loved it so much and so dearly, with so much strength, they are slowly starting to bring it back, by making it themselves. This started with the YouTuber Larpbuscus, a big fan of Markiplier, especially during his 2014 era, and he wanted it back, so he decided to become him, a new him, or an old him. Not just a direct copy, but more of a person much like Markiplier, uploading and being himself just like Mark does. In the span of only 2 weeks, this YouTuber has gained a following of 10,000 people, donated over $1,000 to charity, inspired many other people to create channels such as these, all while at the age of 17, living alone. I believe this hero will continue to grow and grow forever, as well as the others such as Larpbuscus, Larpbuscus, the Larp theorists, or now called Pasta Theory, and many other upcoming channels such as Larp Cynical and Larp TDM. All these channels using the word LARP to signify that they are not the originals, which nowadays online means someone who is fake, not real, or a poser. So although the golden age is gone, people have started to fight back, and they are succeeding and growing incredibly quickly. Not for the money, but for the love of their fans, the love of the era, and the fun they'll know they have. Thanks for listening to the Internet History Podcast. As the upcoming hero would say, bye-bye!